Good evening, it's Monday, March 21st. Here's what happened today. One thing to know, a 2-year-old from COVID-19 at Sydney Hospital. Health authorities in NSW have confirmed a previously well 2-year-old patient has from COVID-19. NSW Health said the child at the Children's Hospital at Westmead in Sydney's west. The department said it would not provide any further information about the child. NSW Health asks everybody to please respect the privacy of this family during this most difficult time, Acting Chief Health Officer Marianne Gale said. I express my heartfelt condolences to that family. We heard a lot about the S of Hannah Clarke and her 3 children. Hannah Clarke and her 3 children all as a result of the fire. Warning, this story contains content that readers may find distressing. Hannah Clarke's estranged husband blocked and intimidated a woman trying to extinguish the burning car containing the couple's 3 children. An inquest into the S has been told. Ms. Clarke, 31, her daughters Aliyah, 6, and Lyanna, 4, and her son, 3-year-old Trey, after her estranged husband Rowan Baxter jumped in their vehicle with a petrol can and set it on fire in a suburban Brisbane street in 2020. A Queensland coroner is holding an inquest into the S and has heard evidence from those who tried to help the family after they were set on fire. The News Australia is searching for Kirribilli House. Some angry Lismore residents dumped wreckage from their flooded houses outside Prime Minister Scott Morrison's home in Sydney to call for climate action. M to mute, left and right arrows to seek, up and down arrows for volume. Watch 44 seconds 44S protesters from Lismore bring rubble from floods to Kirribilli House. Kimberley Kitching, the Victorian Labor Senator, has been remembered by her family as daring, courageous and resilient at her funeral service in Melbourne. The Victorian Labor Senator has been remembered by her family as daring, courageous and resilient at her funeral service in Melbourne. Hugh Grant, could the British actor be the next Doctor Who? Here's why his name has been circulating and what we know about the show's Marvel-style transformation. News you may have missed. Let's get you up to speed. The South East Queensland City deal is one step closer to fruition, with all 3 levels of government expected to sign off on the $1.8 billion project. The South East Queensland City deal is one step closer to fruition, with expected to sign off on the $1.8 billion project. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky called on Israel to sell them its Iron Dome system, technology that can track and shoot down rockets while they are in the sky. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky called on to sell them its technology that can track and shoot down rockets while they are in the sky. At least 3 people, and 2 are missing after a fishing charter boat sank in stormy weather off New Zealand's north coast. At least 3 people, and 2 are missing after a fishing in stormy weather off New Zealand's north coast. The AFLW Grand Final will now take place on Saturday, April 9th, after the league was forced to push back Brisbane's game against Collingwood due to COVID-19. One more thing, fresh and frozen food prices will stay high for months. Common grocery items look set to get more expensive this year. Families can expect to pay more for fresh and frozen food in coming weeks, as the war in Ukraine and floods in New South Wales and Queensland continue to put pressure on suppliers. Ritchie's IGA Chief Executive Fred Harrison said the price of fresh broccoli had jumped to $7 a kilogram, and that processors were battling to get frozen vegetables into supermarkets. Vegetables are very scarce at the moment due to the floods, he said. So we've seen cabbages, potatoes and broccoli in particular jump 75% compared to a couple of weeks ago. Fruit and vegetable prices are set to remain high for at least 6 months, Mr. Harrison said, with frozen vegetable prices also set to rise. That's it for now. We'll be back tomorrow with more news. Loading. ABC or Wires.